Most people are convinced that a stay out of it attitude and the thickness of a metal door guarantee their safety. This is a fatal mistake. Crisis situations always follow the path of least resistance, and if you do not know how to manage the mechanics of security, the chaos will swallow your home. In this video, we are going to break down real defense tactics on how to become invisible to a mob. This is not about paranoia. It is about physics and safety protocols. At the end, I will show you a low-cost item weighing only 200 grams that can block an entrance completely, even if the locks have already been destroyed. The principle of visual neutrality. The first rule of urban survival is that your home must not look like a high-value target. A crowd during civil unrest is an unguided force that seeks the easiest opening. Light camouflage is the absolute foundation of your security. In 90% of cases, intruders choose lit windows because light is an indicator of wealth, the presence of generators, and people who can be intimidated. You must strictly control every light source. Use blackout curtains and secure the edges to the walls with duct tape to eliminate any light leaks. If your house is the only one on the block with lights on during a blackout, you have just painted a bullseye on your front door. Beyond light, consider the exterior vibe of your property. A manicured lawn, expensive outdoor furniture, or a clean, high-end SUV in the driveway signals that there are resources worth taking inside. If the situation in the city begins to deteriorate, you must intentionally degrade the appearance of your home. Move vehicles into the garage or out of sight. Scatter some trash or debris near the entrance to make the house look already looted or abandoned. In a survival scenario, looking poor is a tactical defense layer that prevents an encounter before it even begins. Fortifying the perimeter. If visual neutrality fails and someone decides to test your defenses, you need physical barriers that buy you time. The weakest points of any house are the glass and the door frames. Standard glass can be shattered by a single person with a brick in less than 2 seconds. To fix this without looking like a prison, you should install high-quality security film. This transparent polyester layer doesn't stop the glass from breaking, but it holds the shards together, forcing an intruder to strike the window repeatedly for several minutes to create a hole large enough to enter. Time is your most valuable resource. Every second an intruder spends struggling outside is a second you have to react or retreat to a safe room. Door frames are often the second point of failure. Most people have heavy steel doors, but forget that the door is only as strong as the wooden frame it is attached to. A single kick can easily tear the strike plate out of soft wood. To reinforce this, replace the standard 3/4-inch screws in your hinges and strike plates with 3-inch hardened steel screws that reach deep into the wall studs. This simple technical adjustment increases the force required to kick in a door by over 400%. The safe room protocol. No matter how much you reinforce your perimeter, you must operate under the assumption that a determined group could eventually breach the exterior. This is why you need a safe room. This should be an internal room, preferably with no windows and only one entrance, such as a large closet or a bathroom with reinforced walls. The door to this room should be as strong as your front door. Inside this safe room, you must have your last stand kit, a secondary communication device like a radio, a trauma first aid kit, a high-intensity tactical flashlight with a strobe mode, and a source of clean water. If the perimeter is breached, your goal is not to play hero in the hallway. It is to retreat to the safe room, lock the door, and call for help. A tactical flashlight with a strobe function is a non-lethal but highly effective tool. In a dark hallway, it can disorient an attacker's nervous system for several seconds, giving you the upper hand without needing to fire a shot. Communication and social intelligence. Isolation is a death sentence in an urban crisis. While you must remain invisible to the mob, you must remain connected to your community. Your neighbors are your primary early warning system. Establish a neighborhood watch protocol before the crisis hits. Use decentralized messaging apps like Briar or simple walkie-talkies to share information about which streets are blocked or where suspicious groups are moving. However, be careful with what information you share. Do not disclose the full extent of your food or energy reserves to anyone outside your immediate family. Social intelligence means knowing who in your building is a reliable ally and who might become a threat when they get hungry. In a crisis, people's psychology changes rapidly. You want to be seen as a helpful neighbor with nothing to spare, rather than a prepper with a secret warehouse. Cooperation is a force multiplier, but only if it is managed with strict operational security, fire, and sanitation defense. During civil unrest, fire is often a greater threat than physical intrusion. If a nearby building is set on fire, or if a stray incendiary device hits your property, you need to be ready to fight it immediately because the fire department will not be coming. You should have at least 2 large fire extinguishers in every major area of the house and a dedicated fire bucket filled with sand. Regarding sanitation, if the water lines are cut or the sewage system fails, you must stop using your toilets immediately. Using a toilet without running water will create a biohazard in your home within 24 hours. The technical solution is the double bag system. Line your toilet with a heavy-duty trash bag. Use it. Add a layer of cat litter or sawdust to neutralize moisture and odor. Seal it and store it in a dedicated outdoor area away from your living space. Maintaining a clean environment is a tactical necessity to prevent diseases that could incapacitate you when you need to be at your peak performance. The greyman escape strategy. There may come a point where your home is no longer defensible, perhaps due to a spreading fire or a massive, organized group targeting your area. You must have a pre-planned escape route that avoids main roads and bridges, which are the first places to be blocked by authorities or mobs. Your movement strategy should follow the greyman concept. This means your clothing must be completely unremarkable. Avoid military camouflage, tactical vests, or expensive hiking gear that screams, "I have supplies." Wear a worn-out work jacket, plain dark jeans, and a nondescript hat. Your backpack should look like an old school bag or a grocery bag, even if it contains high-end survival gear inside. You want to blend into the background of the city's chaos. If you look like a soldier, you will be treated like a combatant. If you look like a tired worker heading home, you will likely be ignored. The 200-gram deadbolt, the secret item I mentioned at the start, the one that weighs only 200 grams and can block a door even without locks, is a heavy-duty rubber or wooden door wedge. It sounds simple, but the physics are undeniable. If you drive a thick, solid wedge under the door from the inside, specifically on the side of the lock, it creates a dead stop effect. The harder someone pushes from the outside, the more the wedge bites into the floor, using the intruder's own force against them. It is a nearly unbreakable mechanical lock that costs almost nothing. Preparation is not about fear. It is about taking control of the variables. Your home is a fortress only if you treat it as a technical system that requires constant management and intelligent defense layers. If this technical breakdown of home defense was useful, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share in the comments one thing you have done to secure your home. Stay rational and stay prepared.